Gender diversity as such isn't diversity. In fact, it's a majority. We have 51% of the people in this country are women. So to call them a diversification is quite wrong. They're a majority. But because they're so underrepresented, you can see them within the blanket of the diversity issue.
So you were talking about some of your research that you've been conducting. Could you please summarise what it is the research has kind of intended to do and what the next step is really?
Well, the research is a sort of warning note to broadcasters showing them how disproportionate their coverage is. If for every female expert there are 4 male experts on TV and radio, there's got to be something wrong. This doesn't replicate the level of female expertise in society, which isn't as high as male expertise in society, but it's not as bad as 4 to 1. It's more like 2 to 1. And what the broadcasters have to realise is that they're not representing or mirroring the world in the picture they show us now. They're showing us a world that's male-dominated, and that isn't actually the case.
And do you feel they've had the wake-up call that they really need?
Well, I hope they have. We've got to see changes. There are slight changes already, but as a wake-up call, it'll only work if they wake up. They've certainly responded to it. News editors have said they're going to do better. The BBC has had training days for expert women. ITN is starting a database of expert women. Sky's ratio of studio guests, female to male, has gone up from 25% to 33%. Channel 4 does reasonably well at 3.5 to 1. So it is hopefully changing, but it's something we really mustn't drop the ball on. We've got to keep going on this.
And just finally, what effect do you hope that your talk today in front of all these ambassadors from European organisations will have?
It would be wonderful if they did something similar in their countries and we could make a comparison. It's not a difficult methodology. We made it work here at City. I'd love to find out if it's the same story in France, Germany, Spain, Latvia, wherever. It would be really, really interesting.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
thanks.
very much.
Cheers.